Vandeham Sri Guru Siyatapatakamalams Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagachatam Sahaganara Gunatandam Dam Sajivam Satvetam Savaduktam Varijana Sadhitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Puram Sagana Lalita Sivisakam Vidamsa Jnanatimidandasya Yanandana Salakaya Dakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shirave Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Niti Namine Gauravani Pajaraya Tutta Sankalpamutaye Krishna Shakti Swarupa Sri Bhakti Padaya Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Sivasabhara Videvi Tadaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyanadayini Pravi Namah Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambhaje Padambo Chayatayin Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satitanandananya Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayade Gaura Vibhava Bhumestan Yadesta Sajana Priya Vaishnav Sarvoma Sita Ganata Namah Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Nama Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Bhutaya De Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaur Kise Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopisa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostute Yattagandana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusudi Devi Manamami Hari Priye Jadam Suradopam Gamamandamadegati Matsavasya Vadam Vada Sirada Madhan Mohan Divyat Vindaranya Kalpajuma Simadadnagara Simhasanasto Sri Radha Sila Govinda Devo Prestali Pisevimano Smarami Srimara Sarasaram Vibamsi Vadadhastita Gashan Venu Svanai Gopiya Gopinata Sayesna Vanchakalpadaru Vindai Tulasi Devai Priyai Kesavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pani Devi Sativedai Namo Namah Vanchatatvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupagam Bhaktavasaram Bhaktatyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sri Go Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare We may continue from yesterday. Loving search for the lost servant. Devotion to Krishna means sacrifice. Try to live. Huh? Yes. What we experience in this material world is always the same, different from different sides. It's like a circle, always the same. Running for pleasure, not attaining it or attaining it, but it goes away again, and then we try again. So also what the newspapers tell us is every day the same. If you see it from a distance, every day they can read, and they think it is different and it is new, but it's always the same thing. In the same way, we have to hear about Krishna. We have to hear also this. What's he saying? By devotee, devotion to Krishna means sacrifice, die to live. This is always the same. If you want to get out from this circle of repeat and always coming again and again, then the old things, advancement means giving up the old things, dying, and we accept some new. So by devotion to Krishna, our whole conception of mundane, self-centered, self-interested life will be finished totally. In the Narad Pankajata, he said, Sarvabhari vinimuktam tat pratvena nimalam. Shikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. Pure devotion is service to the Supreme Lord, which is free from all relative conception of self-interest. Cow. This. If we can imagine these things, we cannot even imagine these things, because we have really, you find devotees who are acting or who are trying to act like this. Pure devotion is service to the Supreme Lord, which is free from all relative conception of self-interest. Even in the devotee, you will find it may take lifetimes. What, let's say, one lifetime, you may get old until you realize, hey, why am I a devotee? What is my interest? What I want? I want something. I want to be free from so many things. I want to be and come out from this thing, but still I want to enjoy Krishna. I want to enjoy the pastimes. I want to enjoy music, Krishna Katha or Krishna Kirtan. I want to enjoy. Self-interest. In his Bhakti, Rasamrita Sindhu Srila Rupa Goswami quotes these words from the ancient Puranas. Ubhadi means all relative conceptions of self-interest. We must be totally free from all ubhadis. And Rupa Goswami also gives us parallel verse describing Bhakti. Anyabhilasita shunyam jnana kamadhyanavritam anukulyena krishnanu shilanam bhakti uttama. Pure devotional service is the favorable cultivation of Krishna consciousness, free from all traces of ulterior motives, such as karma, not karma, karma, self-promoting activities, jnana, mental achievements, and so on. Bhakti, devotion must be free from any fleeting desire, anyabhilasha, such as karma, the organized attempt for self-elevation. So, and Gyan, the attempt to depend on our own ability, knowledge, and consciousness to reach the ultimate goal. This is very difficult for some to give up, that we are the searchers and I have to understand what is right and what is wrong. It is very difficult, most difficult thing. Yesterday I think we go a little deeper in these things. To attempt to put one's own self as the subject, to become the judge of one's own fate, that is Gyan. Here Adi means yoga and other external things. These are all overcoating avritam. In the soul proper, however, these elements are not found. The soul is an eternal slave of Krishna, Krishna Nitya Dasa. Krishna Nitya Dasa, the eternal slave of Krishna. This is a disease in this material world. We want to all become master. I and my. Nobody wants to become a slave in this world. Theoretically, we say, I am a slave of Krishna. I may even preach, I am a slave of Krishna. But one time you have to prove you're a slave of Krishna. He is the doer. He is, everything is under his control. I act according to his will. That means I have to become his slave. Act in a way as he likes us. Or I may think I'm a devotee, but I do my thing. This is a difference. It is like material life and like spiritual life. Or it is like North Pole and South Pole. It is. So, Mahaprabhu said, Jivara Swarupai, Krishna Nityada. Slavery to Krishna is the innate nature of the Jiva soul. In order to realize the Absolute, we must come to the standard of slavery. It will take nothing less than that. We must submit ourselves as slaves to the play of His will. So, we must become like a part of our body. So many limbs are there, heart is there, eyes are there, eyes, nose, and the sense organs. So all this has to be engaged in the service of the Lord, and according to His will, not according to my will. We have to go deep inside us and take a humble position, a very humble position. Srila Maharaj is very nicely explaining. In our heart we should always keep this mentality with folded hands in all situations. Then the Lord may be able to acts to us, or we are acting according to his desire, to his will. So in order to realize the Absolute, we must come to the standard of slavery. It will take nothing less than that. We must submit ourselves as slaves to the play of his sweet will. Once the British government had to entertain the Persian Shah, the king of Persia, they invited him to England and tried to please him in various ways to gain his sympathy, so that he would not be converted to the side of the Russian Tsar. So they showed him many things, and at one point he was taken to the place where men condemned to capital punishment were beheaded. Means that they were killed. Those who have killed others like this. This was at this time was cut off the head, like in French they did this also. There the Shah was shown the place of execution. They explained to him how that was the place where so many great men, including even one king, Charles I, had to be beheaded. When that place was shown to the king of Persia, he asked, "Oh, bring someone there and behead him. Let me enjoy how it was done." He was like this. They were astonished. What is he saying? For his pleasure, we shall have to murder a man? No, they say. We cannot allow this. British law cannot allow that a man can be beheaded like this. The Shah said, "Oh, you do not understand the position of a king. I am a Persian king, and for my satisfaction you cannot sacrifice a human life. This is dishonor. Anyhow, if it is not possible for you, I will supply one of my own men." This was like this thinking they had at this time. King was so powerful, and his men were also so surrendered they accepted this. "Take one of my attendants and show me how you execute people here in your country." With humility they submitted to him. "Your Highness, the law of our country cannot allow this. You may do it in your own country, but here your men also cannot be murdered simply for the pleasure of a man." The Shah replied, "Then you do not know what a king is. It is the meaning of slavery. A slave has no position. By the sweet will of his master he may be sacrificed. Of course, in the lower material plane, such things may be quite abominable and unthinkable. But we should understand that in the higher realm of divinity, in principle, such degree of sacrifice is shown by the servants of the Lord. The depth of their love is such that they are prepared to sacrifice themselves wholesale, to die to live, for Krishna's slightest satisfaction or whim. But we should remember that whatever is his pleasure, he is the absolute good. So by such sacrifice we do not actually die, but live by gaining entrance into a higher plane and dedication. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is written, this is very difficult to accept for Westerners, for us especially. We cannot imagine this. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Bhara Sevanam Ajanam Vandanam Dasyam Satyam Atmanivedanam. Iti pumsa vita Vishnu bhaktischas navavlakshana. Yetta bhagavati atha tatmanya titam uttamam. Hearing, speaking about and remembering Krishna, serving his lotus feet, worshipping his deity form, praying, becoming his servant, cultivating his friendship, and surrendering to him utterly are the 9 processes of devotion. One who cultivates these 9 processes of devotion, offering himself completely to Krishna, can easily attain the ultimate goal of life. What are the forms of sadhana? What are the means to attain Krishna Bhakti? How can we review our innate love for Krishna? We are told to hear about him, to talk about him, to meditate about him, to praise him, and so on. Now that reminds my revolt. Such a God who wants to kill or kills me. Yes, he kills you. Nobody survives. I promise you. You'd believe me. Nobody will survive. I mean, not in this body. But we have to just understand there is no killing, there is no death. He wants to guide us towards the eternity, towards where we are eternally. And then this, not the slave mentality will always be there, but there will be the different moods we are serving the Lord. In Chanda, in Dasya, in Shakya, Vatsalya, and higher. Very intimate relations, and this is not temporary. Nobody can die in the transcendental world. It is only for our that we have to live. We think we are dying, but this is not. It is not real. We cannot die. It's only when we identify with this external world, then we are sad, someone dying, someone suffering, or this happened and this happened. But this is only, it is not because he's a sadist and say, beat him. No, he wants to teach us. He wants to learn us. He wants to say, you see, in this material world, this is working, this is the law. Your acting creates this situation where you are in. Wherever we are standing, whatever we may take part in this material world, in what form, it is not the arrangement of Krishna. It is our desire. We are responsible for this. To praise him and so on. But his commentary on this verse, Srila Goswami has explained that we should not anticipate what benefit we shall derive from Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing and talking to, or thinking about Krishna. Rather we should pray, may whatever service I do go to my Lord. I am not enjoying the body. He is the sole proprietor. All these functions, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc., will be considered devotion only if one condition is fulfilled. Otherwise, there may be karma, jnana, yoga, and anything else. They may even be karma, polluted, misdeeds. One condition must be there to ensure that all these different forms of devotional activities are actually bhakti. We are his property, We are not the owners of any wealth or property. We must think, my Lord is the possessor and I am his possession. Everything is his property. So I belong to him also. Even if I protest, even if I say this God don't exist, he is dead, and then I meet this small Hiranyakashipu sitting in our head also. He wants to kill Krishna, because he wants to be the Lord. He wants to overcome death and birth. And he got this blessing from Brahma through his austerity he performed. But Brahma said, I cannot save you. I can give you a blessing different ways, that you cannot be killed in the night and the day, not by weapons, not by anything, and not by animals. So he wants to trick Krishna like this. But Krishna was more tricky. And he appeared as Hiranyakashipu, and they're killing him. So this is Bhagavatam, we have to understand in the right way. All these stories, all this is going on in our life also. Radhe. Cat coming here. It's really seen. Is any question or anything we can say? Or you want to comment something? Or protest? We have to become slaves. You like this?
If you have a good master.
We have the best master. There is no master above him. We are all slaves anyway, you know. It's just the illusion, Maya, is producing situations that we think that it is under our control. When you realize this, when you surrender to these things, then you can see everything. And many things may not happen what would happen in a normal way when you live in the illusory world. Then Krishna is protecting his devotees and shows him. And the devotees will not be afraid to be a slave. This is the most wonderful thing. You think he likes, he's not a sadist, or he likes to see us suffer. No, because we are part of him. He wants to enjoy, and he wants that we help him. We are meant for his enjoyment. This is our position. But we have to take this the position of a slave, of a servant. Of a servant, of the servant, of the servant. Of Rupa, Manjari. Or any taste we have in different forms, he manifests for everyone the perfect. Something more to say. Otherwise, You can close today earlier. It's 9 o'clock. Nobody will watch here.
Quarter past 9.
9. Okay, then it's how many minutes? It's
35.
25. 35. This is normal, no? Okay. No question, no comments, then we can close here. Jai Shri Vrindavan Dhama ki jai, Srimati Radharani ki jai, Shri Radha Govinda ki jai, Jai Shri Rupa Goswami Pada ki jai, Shri Rupa Manjari ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Jai Srila Gurudev Nityalila Vishnu Subhat Paramahamsa Vicharya Stota Sasi Shimat Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha. So Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.